What's going on, guys? I'm Relatable Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 9. So we're gonna start today's episode off by upgrading our power real quick. I got a comment actually on episode 4, I think. This is episode 6. I got a comment on episode 4 on how to use the thermo generator. So we're gonna try and get this bad boy set up. I don't think it'll be too hard. I think I was just kind of overcomplicating it. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a sink right there. I'm going to run fluid pipes behind it, set this to pool. And I'm not sure how fast I have to input, but that guy should fill up on water. Yep, awesome. Okay, so what I can do is place a block of lava right there. Now this bad boy is generating 60 FE a tick. And it looks like it's filling up pretty well on water. And we can actually do different coolants and whatnot. So I'm not quite sure what all different ones we can use. I think we can also use different heat methods. So might be something we mess with in the future, trying to improve that design there. But I also would like to grab myself a centrifuge. So I'm going to need a cauldron, and I'm going to go ahead and make myself a centrifuge, and we're going to turn that bad boy right into a powered centrifuge. And then I'm going to grab some pipes, and forgive my mess of stuff here. We will, I promise, be making this prettier eventually, but I'm not terribly worried about it right now. But I got our iron bees over here, and I actually was hoping maybe I could get them to pop out because I want to breed them. So I'm going to grab a couple flowers just in case they happen to be out. But I've got 2 of them. And I'm just going to kind of breed them over time. I might throw a baby upgrade in here at some point. Because then I'll be able to just get babies more than just whenever they pop out. But just one of them being out doesn't really do me any good. But we've got almost 2 stacks of iron here because this centrifuges to 1 raw iron. And yeah, we could turn that into iron dust that way. But there's not really any great method that will really double our ores other than like the crusher spirits here. But I'm not too terribly worried about that right now. I'll probably just go with smelting it. So essentially what I'm going to do is just centrifuge it. And it's kind of a slow process, I'm not going to lie. But that will also get us a little bit of honey over here, I believe. Yeah. And some wax. Now, what is wax used for? Wax is used for... Apparently you can use it in the large steam boiler, but it doesn't last very long. Basically nothing. You can make candles. That's about it. So it's pretty much just a throwaway item. Oh, and I guess it's just a chance to get a piece of iron. I didn't see that. What's the chance? Oh, okay, so it's a 40% chance. So all of this really isn't that much iron. But our mystical agriculture has also been doing the work over here, so that's pretty awesome. I'll go ahead and turn all of this into iron as well. Go ahead and throw that in there, and that should get us quite a bit of iron there. And that's pretty sweet. We've also got a little bit of diamond essence over here. This will give me what? 9 diamonds? No, 6 diamonds. Sorry. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. So today my focus is actually, I think, going to be getting into a little bit of the create mod, because these botany pots are not really the best way of farming this stuff. I think we might can set up a pretty decent farm with create. So my plan is to have a windmill with the rotating chassis or whatever it's called, with whatever the farming things are called. I'm going to have to do some research kind of figuring out, because I'm not too familiar with create, but I'm not sure where we're going to actually set it up. I'm thinking maybe kind of over this direction we might do our farming district and have, you know, multiple areas where it'll kind of split off, and we can start to set up some farms for our Miss Agriculture stuff. So I'm gonna kind of get to building a little bit, and then once it's time for me to actually set up the farm, I'll come back and we'll get that guy set up. Alright guys, so I've got a little area set up over here. I've got a large water wheel coming down onto a shaft. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a linear chassis right here to where it's facing that way. And then I'm going to put a mechanical bearing on top of there, just like that. And I'm going to right click a slime ball onto there. And I'm going to take 4 blocks just like this. I'm going to put these mechanical harvesters on there. You have to put it like that. That way it actually will harvest. And then I'm going to slap a... Oh, I think I need a chest. Yep, I need to grab a chest. And the chest will go right there. Then I'm going to take a portable storage interface like that. No. Where do you want to face? Okay, faces me. Place the chest right there. Then place another portable storage interface. Holy crap, these things could not be less user-friendly. Just like that. And then under this, I'm just going to put a chute. And eventually this will go into our ME system, but I'm going to put another chest right there. And basically, guys, all I got to do now is get this bad boy tilled up. What I can do is come through and click essence onto the soil to get it to be better soil, right? If that makes any sense. And basically all I need to do is connect a shaft right there. Oh, I've got this thing upside down, don't I? Oh, come on, here we go. Like that. Throw that down right there. Get all of that tilled up. And that should be it, guys. So this will go through, and you'll see that it will bug out a little bit. It'll come outside of the thing, but I'm not too worried about that. I didn't think about that, so that was kind of a design flaw. But anytime that something gets put into that chest, you'll see that those guys will actually empty. And so basically, I can start planting stuff, and anytime something gets harvested by these mechanical harvesters, it'll get put into the chest down here. So I'm going to go ahead and start moving some of our upgraded soil over here and try and get ourselves some stuff planted here. So I'm just getting this finished up. I've been making it all tertium because I can't afford to make it supremium quite yet. But I brought a bunch of extra Ethereum seeds over here, so I'm going to plant those. And I'm going to plant some of these bronze seeds. And that will, over time, get us quite a bit of stuff, hopefully. And one thing that we can do, actually, to check it out, is hit it with a little bit of mystical bone meal, or whatever this stuff's called. So I'm going to grab some of this fertilized essence. And yeah, I'm just going to make like 2 of these because I don't have a whole heck of a lot of diamonds. But that will make me enough to at least show y'all how this farm works. And actually test to make sure that it works. So, well, we're going to find out here. So I'm going to go ahead and bone meal our diamond one. And we'll see how this guy works. And I'll go ahead and bone meal some of these as well. So there you go, it harvested them. And yeah, so they don't break, it just soft harvests it. There we go, it got the diamond. And here we go, we're going to see it transfer the items. Yep, and we get an achievement for it as well. Awesome. So there we go. All of the items should have gone down actually into this chest here. And that is awesome. So that's going to be getting us a ton of Inferium. It's going to start getting us some more diamonds. Hopefully we can get some more diamond seeds over time. But I'm going to go ahead and hit all of these Inferium ones. That way we can try and get as much of that as possible. Yeah, that's going to be fantastic to have going. And actually it looks like I've got room for one more Inferium seed there. So yeah, we're going to want as much Inferium as we can get. Because that's kind of the baseline for all of this stuff. So we're going to definitely want to upgrade that. we do have lily pads of fertility. Let's see. Lily pad of fertility from Reliquary. But it does require some stuff. It requires basically a mob farm, which we don't really have. So that might be something that we kind of work on here in the near future. But I'm not sure what really the ways are as far as actually getting mob drops, like for killing mobs. I don't know if there's anything special we can do. We might try and do something with create, but I'm not too sure. So I went ahead and made myself a tertium watering can, and I want to check this bad boy out, see how it works. I want to see if it's any decent enough to like want to set up over here, try and automate it or something. I don't know if there's any kind of automated user, but if this thing is good enough that it seems worth it, and it does seem like stuff's growing pretty quick with this. And it's not growing like super fast, but it's growing fast enough that I think it would probably be worth it. I don't know how this works. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know. That's not how that works. But I can do that. Yeah, I mean, this seems like it would definitely be worth it, especially if I can get an upgraded one. To set up to just auto click somewhere. So let me see. I don't know if there's any kind of mechanical user. Let's see. Username logger. Yeah, I don't know that we actually have any kind of mechanical user. Oh, you know what we do have? I don't really know how to use it though. We have integrated dynamics, but I'm not a professional with that mod. I don't know if that's one that I want to try and mess with. But even if it just requires me standing over here, holding down right click sometimes to try and get some more stuff, I'm okay with that. Because it's definitely worth it if it means that I'm going to be able to get more stuff. So that's pretty cool. Alright, y'all, I want to get into some Ender IO. I accidentally vein mined over here. So we're gonna need some infinity grains. And I think this is all I have to do. Was it right click or left click? Right click on a block of obsidian. Cobble deep slate in your main. Flint in your offhand. And right click on obsidian. That's what I'm doing. Oh, shift right click. There we go. Oh, sweet. Okay. And I think it might use some of the flint sometimes, but maybe not. It doesn't appear to. That's awesome. Dang, I just got like a ton of grains of infinity. That's so much better than the old way, having to wait to burn bedrock. You can still do it that way. Um, so I guess you can automate it that way, but I like the flint and obsidian method. That makes so much more sense. Yeah. So we're gonna need, of course, your basic alloy smelter. As always, we're gonna need, let's see, a primitive alloy smelter. What are we gonna need? We're gonna need 3 furnaces. 4 furnaces, but that's okay. And we're gonna need some regular deep slate. So I'm gonna go ahead and go down and silk touch some of that with my new silk touch pick. Nice and fancy with this bad boy. I set up my little mine right here. It drops down and it catches me right here at gold level. And then if I follow my ladder all the way down, it takes me down diamond level. I can show you right here. Drops into a little water pallet. And this is diamond level. Also, check this out. We've got like Optifine zoom in this. I didn't realize that. Pretty sweet. Yeah, so now I've got that deep slate, and I should be able to get myself alloy smelter going. I'm gonna go ahead and make primitive alloy smelter. And what do I need for a regular one? I need some dark steel. Alright, so I guess that'll kind of be our first step here, is to make some dark steel. Let's see, what do I need for dark steel? Obsidian, coal dust, and iron ingots. Alright, I think I can make that happen. How do I get coal dust? Let's see here. Coal dust, and I guess we're using the gregtech one. Coal dust can come from the macerator. Alright, I can do that. And you know, I'm wondering. So it does have to come from actual coal, not charcoal. Okay. I can get some coal right here. There we go. My little area over here is getting nice and pretty looking. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving the look of having been freshly vein mined by accident. It's super nice looking. Yeah, pretty happy with that. I've been cooking up some charcoal because that was kind of what I was using to power our system. But now that we've got that other thing set up, I don't even have to worry about that. We'll take that glass. Alright, and let me throw this coal into there. And oh, that's awesome. That's super fast. Cool. Okay, that's super loud and super fast. So I'm gonna come over here while that does its thing. And I'm assuming that this is probably not gonna be super loud and super fast. It's just gonna be slow and boring. But gotta do it. So I'm gonna go and grab that coal dust, and I'm gonna set this up to make some dark steel. Go. And the reason that I'm getting into Ender.io is because I want to set up a mob farm, and Ender.io kind of has the best powered spawner that we've got right now. So just like so, and I guess I'm gonna need some coal, huh? So let me go and grab some of that charcoal that I've got. I guess this one doesn't actually take power, which is, I think that's different. I think the primitive one used to take power still, just took less. But yeah, cool. And that actually seems like that's a little less slow than the dark steel recipe used to be. But still pretty slow. But what else are we gonna need for the next tier of alloy smelter? We're gonna need a void chassis. That's pretty cheap. So overall, it's really not that hard to make. We'll need some infinity bimetal gears. So really, it's basically just the dark steel that's gonna take a little bit. So once that's done, we'll get us an alloy smelter, and we'll try and get into a little bit of Ender.io here. And, well, I thought I had what I needed. Oh, I'm missing 2 furnaces. There we go. There's our alloy smelter. I can break this primitive one. Apparently it keeps its inventory. It's cool, but unnecessary. Oh, and I need a capacitor. Well, what kind of capacitor can I make? Oh, okay, so I can make this one. Gotcha. But then, yeah, I can't make double layer just yet. So I can make a basic one, and that'll fill up over time. Now, I can start to make some energetic alloy. Energetic alloy, which requires, I believe, gold, glowstone, and redstone. Yep. Gold, I'm gonna just make like half a stack of it. Ooh, I need more redstone. Anyways. Well, that's netherrack dust. Ooh, I don't have very much redstone at all. Okay, that makes that interesting. Anyways, we'll make half a stack of that, because we are gonna need it. Because I want to get we're gonna need a soul binder. And the way that this works is we can actually bind stuff to either a broken spawner or... Actually, we may not even need that. Powered spawner. This is what I want. Yeah, so we may not even need that. I do need a zombie head though. How in the world am I going to get a zombie head? I guess mystical agriculture. Zombie essence and a blank skull. How do you get a blank skull? Oh, it's actually not that hard. So that'll be something that we'll have to set up. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. That will be something for next episode, guys. So I do appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. No, I did. So like I said, next episode we'll probably get into that mob farm stuff. So that's going to be pretty exciting. I also want to get into a little bit of magic. We haven't really dabbled in any magic quite yet. So guys, I will see y'all in the next episode. Take it easy, guys.